sound wonderful. Yeah, you should make a CD.
Come on. We're praying it in.
Good.
All right, so we got a couple of testimonies. Go follow me. Come on. How are we all doing today? We got it? Awesome. We're so blessed to be here. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Doors are out open.
Come on. Sorry, I kind of blew my voice out trying to get ready for doing this, so I'm a little raspy. It's okay.
Sound good to Jesus.
He's going to honor you. All right, so my name is Bracken Burnett. I was born in San Diego, raised in Palm Springs, California. Raised by a pretty standard middle-class family. I was in a relationship for 8 years, put all my eggs in one basket, didn't go to college, decided not to, so I could pursue that relationship. When that fell apart, my parents were functioning alcoholics, and so I did the one thing that they did when things got rough. I started drinking really heavily. That translated into the bar scene, which translated into drugs. At the end of all of this, ended up being a poly drug addict, being on copious amounts of heroin and methamphetamine a day. There's something really magic going on. Well, I can't say magic. The Lord's really moving up on the mountain. I was over 3 grams a day of heroin, over 1 gram a day of methamphetamine, IV. Stone cold militant atheist. For whatever reason, just the hand of God moving in my life, I decided not to go to a 90-day program because it's way too long, but to go to an 8 to 10 month program that's faith-based. I had an anxiety disorder. When I got to that mountain at midnight on the 17th of 2015, August 17th, 2015, I was less than 6 hours off of my last fix, and was so anxious I was dead near throwing up. When I stepped out of the car and put my foot on the ground, the anxiety washed off of me in a way that drugs has never done before. Just shy of audible voice of God, right place, right time, finally right decision. Slept that night, never had a detox, which, if anybody knows, is medically impossible, especially off of that amount. Since then, that's been almost 2 years now, my life has dramatically turned around. No anxiety disorder, depression issues completely gone. No real drive or cravings for any substances of any kind besides my coffee. I just want to release the grace of this testimony over anybody that's got anybody suffering or anyone that might be suffering in this room. The testimony of Jesus Christ is spirit prophecy. He's no respecter of people. So anything I say here, I just please grab hold of, take with you, bless those around you that might be having these issues, and direct them our way.
Amen.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, children of God. My name is Jesse Vandenplas. I was born and raised in Arcata, California. I don't do well with microphones, so. I grew up in a very loving home, very Christian home, a lot of religion. I hated the fact of that, of growing up in a Christian home. I just want to be like a normal kid, not playing around, and went to Christian school and everything. But now, to this point, I love the fact that I was raised in a Christian home and had that seed planted in me a long time ago. God has been in my life, tremendous throughout my life. I've lived a very extreme life. I've had many close calls, close encounters with death, car accidents, falling off of a 120-foot cliff, and walking away from them pretty much. 3 years ago, I'm just going to keep this short because there's a lot of stories I can tell that are, I just want to exalt how gracious the Lord is to me and what He's done in my life. 3 years ago, I lost my son at or 6 days old. It tore my heart out. 8 days later, my fiance left with a 3-year-old daughter, and I had felt abandoned from my family, from everybody. Didn't know what to do, so I buried myself in heroin very hard. Went on the run from the cops, and I had a calling to come up to a mountain. I knew I needed to go to a mountain. I didn't know it was a calling from God. And so I had my bags packed and ready to go, my car packed up and everything, and I was at the Chevron gas station in Riga, and I got arrested. I had everything to go up on the mountain. I was going up there just to go on a spiritual journey of my own self. God knew that it wasn't right for me to go up to where I was going. He knew it wasn't the right place, and so he stopped that from happening. Directed me, and I went to jail. I tried to enter the Mountain of Mercy program, and the county didn't see it fit as a program. They didn't know anything about it. I was accepted and everything, but the timing wasn't right, and God's divine appointment of which time He knows when that time is right for the doors to open for you to be there. I did a 3-year prison term on that, and when I got out, I had planned on coming up to the mountain, went out on the run, was back in my mix, and caught up in the game and everything. I got arrested again, and I knew that I was at my end. My house was burned down. Had nothing left. My life was just horrible. I hated everything around me. I hated people around me and everything. And my morals had been falling apart. So when I went to jail, they gave me 100 days, with half was just 50 days, and I chose to come to a program. I asked them to go to Mountain Mercy, and they said, "You know it's a Christian program, right?" I said, "Yes, I do. You know, that's what I need in my life right now. I need change. Nothing else is working." And so they granted me that chance to change my life and go up to the Mountain of Mercy. They didn't think I was going to last long because I've been notorious for absconding and running. And I just was at a time in my life where I wanted to change. And the moment that I set foot on that mountain, I felt the peace come upon me. BSSD came up, and we were just in the presence of God there. They started singing, and I just fell on my knees and just started bawling and just released all of that. I hadn't been able to cry for years. I tried, but I was so addicted into my heroin and everything that just all my emotions I was not able to be in touch with them. I felt nothing, which was my goal back then, but I got to the point where I wanted to feel again. And God just touched me and just put a tremendous feeling of peace on my life. I can't thank the mountain enough for what it's done for my life. Just the atmosphere up there is just unbelievable. Our leadership is, we're so lucky to have them up there. The love that they pour into us, the teaching of how they teach us to have a relationship with the Father. You know, they don't cram your religion down your throat like a lot of people. You know, that pushes a lot of people away that way. You know, they don't like to be nothing forced upon them and everything. They just let you find a relationship with the Father and tell you that He's your friend, that He wants to co-labor with you through your life. And He has. He's opened tremendous doors in my life right now, and just restored my family, restored peace in my heart. We have Pastor Mike come up here every Friday. I love the guy. His enthusiasm for the Lord is awesome, amazing. We have so many people that come to the mountain from so far away all the time, across seas, across country, and we're just so blessed to have be able to come down here and play and just to share our hearts and sing praise to the Lord. So thank you guys very much, and I love you.
You are
more testimonies. Get back to Eric Taylor.
Thank you, Lord.
Good morning. My name is Eric Duggar. I'm 37 years old from a small town in southern Indiana. And growing up, I had a great childhood. It was good. I was, into sports and stuff. And at the age of 13, I think my parents separated. And so I traded my basketball in for like a pool stick and some dingy pool balls. And yeah, I done that for a while, and by the time I was 16, I was drinking and smoking marijuana like pretty much on a daily basis, and that just led me to. By the time I was 20, I was using drugs intravenously, and yeah. So in 2005, I got in a high-speed pursuit with the cops, and that led me to a year in jail. And, I got in jail and was working out and everything, and really feeling good. And then the day I got out, I just went back to using drugs. So, I've had many great opportunities in my life. And for a long time, sorry, I just thought I was probably the worst decision maker in the world. And 2016, I finally made a great decision. I accepted Jesus Christ into my life.
Amen.
Amen.
And he's done some great things for me, He's restored my family.
Amen.
He's broke down many walls that I had built up, and I've experienced tremendous breakthrough in many areas in life. And yeah, he's also given me great hope and a great vision for my future.
Praise God.
And yeah. And I heard a guy say that you find your family, you find your destiny.
Come on.
And whenever I come to the Mountain of Mercy, I feel like I found my family.
Come on.
But so now I'm working on my destiny.
Come on.
Hi, everybody. Is it okay if I stand?
Yes, right.
Perfect. So my name is Carly Dalton. I'm 29 years old. I was born and raised in South Jersey. I have a 9-year-old son. When I was 18, I started bartending, making more money than I know what to do with. Met the love of my life. 3 years later, we were moving into a house, got engaged. And then the night before we were moving in our house, I got a phone call that the love of my life was killed in a motorcycle accident. So I had to tell my son that his dad was never coming back. Started self-medicating, using pills, bartending, drinking, getting high, Then a friend told me about the Mountain of Mercy, and I knew that I needed something in my life. I thought it was drugs, but it wasn't. It was God. I came up here, got a new family. Finally at peace with my son's father's death, and I was kind of mad at God at first, but then I realized that he left me with the best thing he could have, which is my son. So now, I'm 5 months clean, just living a great life.